The Queen was so much more than a head of state. She was a constant in our lives, a decent, dependable and devoted figure who every day lived up to the promise she made some 70 years ago.
I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of our great imperial family to which we all belong.
We saw that sense of duty just this week when the Queen, frail but smiling, swore in Liz Truss, the 15th Prime Minister to serve during her reign. The first was Winston Churchill. She swore in 3 female Prime Ministers, all Tories. But whatever the task or the issue, she was always apolitical. She understood her position and the importance of being resolutely impartial. She said back in 1957, "I cannot lead you into battle. I do not give you laws or administer justice, but I can do something else. I can give you my heart and my devotion to these old islands and to all the people of our brotherhood of nations." And she showed that devotion for more than 70 years. Crowds began to gather at Buckingham Palace yesterday when news of the Queen's passing was received. They broke out in song.
Lord save the King, send him victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us, God save the King.
I'm going to play you 2 clips that for me sum up the Queen. The first is one she filmed just a few months ago for her Diamond Jubilee. It shows her warmth, her humour and her great sense of fun.
Thank you for having me. I do hope you're having a lovely Jubilee.
Tea?
Oh, yes, please. Oh, terribly sorry.
Never mind.
Oh, dear. Perhaps you would like a marmalade sandwich. I always keep one for emergencies.
So do I. I keep mine in here.
Oh.
For later.
The party is about to start, Your Majesty.
Happy Jubilee, ma'am. And thank you for everything.
That's very kind.
What magnificent comedic timing she had. And the Queen was also a woman of deep values. Here she is during her first televised Christmas message back in 1957, imploring people not to throw out ideals like morality, truth and religion.
But it's not the new inventions which are the difficulty. The trouble is caused by unthinking people who carelessly throw away ageless ideals as if they were old and outworn machinery. They would have religion thrown aside, morality in personal and public life made meaningless, honesty counted as foolishness, and self-interest set up in place of self-restraint. At this critical moment in our history, we will certainly lose the trust and respect of the world if we just abandon those fundamental principles which guided the men and women who built the greatness of this country and Commonwealth. Today, we need a special kind of courage. Not the kind needed in battle, but a kind which makes us stand up for everything that we know is right, everything that is true and honest. We need the kind of courage that can withstand the subtle corruption of the cynics.
Now, sadly today, there was some truly unhinged hate and vitriol directed at the Queen from a number of academics, journalists and politicians. I'm going to take you through those later in the program. But if you want to know why the Queen has attracted such demented hate, and particularly from some US commentators, then listen to this explanation from Tucker Carlson.
So despite what they may be claiming on Twitter tonight, the British Empire was more than just genocide. In fact, the British did not commit genocide, except arguably against the Dutch during the Boer War. The British did give the world the Magna Carta and habeas corpus and free speech. They helped end the transatlantic slave trade, as well as the ritual murder of widows in India. The British Empire spread Protestant Christianity to the entire world. It published some of the greatest literature ever written and produced the finest manufactured goods ever made anywhere at any time, including now. It was an impressive place run by impressive people. We will see many empires going forward, but we will never see one so benign. Destroy the statue, erase the memory. That's why they're doing it. Slander the ruler, discredit the entire period she lived in. And that's exactly why they're attacking Queen Elizabeth tonight.